New at 5, for the first time, we're hearing from 3 alleged victims claiming they were sexually assaulted by a nurse formerly employed at Detroit's Sinai Grace Hospital. 2 were patients. Another was a coworker who says she was sexually assaulted during a social gathering outside of work. Their alarming allegations were at the center of a court hearing today to determine if there was enough evidence to take these cases to trial. I've been following the hearing all day and heard from the accusers and attorneys on both sides.
I told them one of your employees was touching on me last night.
Because they are alleged victims of sexual assault, we are not showing the faces or using the names of 2 women accusing nurse Wilfredo Figueroa Barrios of sex crimes while they were patients, and a third woman saying she was sexually assaulted outside the hospital.
He said, "You feel that?" And then I just nodded my head like, yeah.
Have you had any other suicide attempts in the past?
Objection to relevance again, Your Honor. It doesn't matter.
Why is her health, her past health issues relevant?
Because, Your Honor, I'm about to ask her about her mental health.
Defense attorney Debbie Schlussel cross-examining one of the alleged victims who says she was highly intoxicated when she was violated by nurse Figueroa Barrios. She says it happened at Detroit's Sinai Grace Hospital. This preliminary exam in 36th District Court before Judge Tanisha Yancey, a key step for prosecutors to show enough evidence to go to trial for 3 separate cases involving the nurse.
What kind of room were you in?
I was in the crisis center room.
All right, and did you have anybody else in the room with you?
No.
This is a person who admits she lies. She has 0 credibility, and I ask that you not bind this over. Thank you.
The court is going to bind over on the charge of criminal sexual conduct in the 3rd degree with the SORA notice. The court does believe that a crime was committed.
In addition to this case from August 12th, prosecutors arguing another case this year where the nurse again is accused of committing criminal sexual assault at the hospital. On the stand, a woman also in treatment for alcohol recalling her alleged encounter alone with a nurse, where she says she was preyed upon, forced to perform non-consensual oral sex.
Placed his hand on my breast. I was wearing a hospital gown.
What is going through your mind when this happens, when the nurse does this?
Still like confused, not really sure. He leaves out.
You testified that he was saying some things. Do you remember what he was saying?
He just kept saying my last name like over and over again. And then also like that first time it was like, you're pretty.
Sinai Grace terminated Figueroa Barrios. He now faces a total of 8 felony charges tied to multiple patients in a story I first broke. Additional cases are also under review by the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, involving investigations in Detroit and Livonia dating back years.
The judge did bind over a total of 3 cases for trial. A spokesperson for the hospital has maintained patient safety as a top priority and that police were immediately contacted about these complaints. The nurse fired from Sinai Grace is standing by his innocence and will appear again in court on October the 30th.
So all this playing out with multiple civil lawsuits, we understand. Did that come up at all?
Yes, it did. And in fact, the defense attorney brought up those civil lawsuits and some of the media coverage, but the judge did not want to hear it, saying, let's focus on the facts here, proceed with this, not allowing any discussion of those outside cases.
All right. Well, thanks for the update, partner.